Hey guys, what's good? You are watching Cat's Corner here at DJ's Universal Comics in Studio City. Got a little different setup today. Obviously, you only have one camera and one mic, so we're going to pass it back and forth. And today, we're going to talk. We're going to have a different setup for the specs pick after this segment, but we're going to talk a little bit about Pasadena Comic-Con that Cat and I just did, and some of the things I kind of picked up. Not necessarily con-wise, but I think trend-wise that may be something you might want to look into going forward. But how you doing, Kat? How was your experience?
It was good. I was tired as hell. I'm old. Lifting those boxes beat me up, man. Unloading. It was great. But it was a good show. I'm glad I did it. I had one guy that follows me on Instagram. He showed up, and he's like, man, if I didn't follow, I didn't know the show was on. And he was like grateful, and he was happy he was there. He had a blast. I could tell he was like kid in a candy store. He was. Right. It was fun. It was a good show.
I feel like it was a pretty big turnout too. Like
it was constantly.
Yeah, they had like tiny lulls for a few minutes and then right back up.
Up. I mean, they did a good job. They did a really good job. But I like the lineup they had. Nothing crazy, but it was enough to where people were looking and Joe Rubenstein was there, Steve Gordon was there, all these guys, Top Cow has a representative, they were selling stuff. So it was good. I liked it. Okay. Clean, Pasadena, it was good.
Yeah, definitely. It was definitely organized. The one complaint that I had from a lot of people coming to my booth, has actually helped my booth out quite a bit, was that for a Comic-Con, there was not enough comic books on the floor.
I got that too, and I didn't know what to bring personally. I don't know. Since it's I guess it's its fifth year. Yeah. And it started small and it's growing, and I think because he does the Robo Show also, so a lot of the same vendors, a lot of toy guys, so there was no, there weren't that many comic guys. You live and learn. Next year, now. Next year I'll bring more. Actually, I'm doing the Robo Show in May. I'm gonna have some comics then. see if that offsets the toys, But it was a good show. Brought some toys, some comics, a couple of CGCs. Yeah, it sold. It sold. It was good. Yeah.
I had a pretty good show myself, just selling dollar books. A few people picked up some variants I had. I sold some old toys that I've been sitting on for a while. I had these Game of Thrones mini dragons. Finally got rid of them, man, after 4 years. So it was good for me.
I hope it appreciated a little bit.
Oh, no, those things are worthless. But, that's fine, though. It's okay.
It's good. It keeps it going. Right. You go in with the number. You make that number. You get rid of stuff. You got another show. Right.
Now, here's the one thing that I picked up on that maybe you did too. So for the past, I want to say month or so, maybe longer than that, past 2 months, the Dark Knights metal books have been super hot. But at this show on Sunday,
nothing.
Nobody wanted anything. I had Teen Titans 12 out there, both covers.
I had the variant out. No bites on them whatsoever.
And none of the foil covers either, right?
No. Yeah. No, I don't know why. I figured I took some. I thought, being hot. I don't know. They're maybe it's like I said, one of our previous talks. I feel like, and again, I got it from a lot of my customers that the story was confusing. So maybe there was a little, and it took a while between 3 and 4, and I don't know if the one shot helped perpetuate the story. But I think it might have taken that break. I think it hurt the story in a minute. Right. You know what I mean? To where people had time to either decide whether to continue, not continue. There's a lot of reprints out. I mean, this past week, they put out another 3rd, 4th, and 2nd print for pretty much every damn one-shot. So who knows?
Yeah, I could kind of see people maybe giving up on getting the first prints because the numbers went too high, and now that you have a million different prints to select from. But basically my point is that if you're sitting on some of these Dark Knight metal first appearances, whatever the one shots, right now might be the time to unload, because I think those prices are going to drop soon. If that show gave me any indication, those things aren't going to be hot.
No, because keep in mind, again, there was not a lot of vendors, but who knows? Maybe people weren't looking for them. Maybe we didn't have quite the crowd for those books, so you don't know. I mean, I sold in the shop last week. I sold first print of Red Death and Joker. I sold a couple of first prints, and they're marked up, obviously. But who knows? I mean, You're right. It might be a good time to unload. I don't think there's long term. I don't know what they're doing with any of these characters past the series. I mean, the titles that are coming out, Damage, Silencer, all these characters, it's like we haven't even seen them in the story. So, and what I've heard is that the solicitations they had to cancel and re-solicit because the numbers weren't quite there. Right. So who knows? We'll see. They might pop in, 6 months from now, a year, be like, oh shit, oh man, maybe I should have not sold it. So right. Feel the market, look at eBay, see what's cracking. See how fast they're moving.
Well, I kind of look at it as if you can get $40 now for a $5 book.
Oh no, I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. But like you said, if they're slowing down, maybe you don't want to get rid of them because there's still a low print run on it. Right. They have 4 or 5 printings on these books. You haven't sold it yet. If you missed that peak, put it away. Put it away and wait, see what they're gonna, how the story's gonna go. After this is done, see if they're gonna use these characters further down the line with any of their stories. So
or better yet, buy 2 copies. Sell one, hold on to the other one, see what happens. Yeah. But that's going to do it for us. Actually, you know what, real quick, I've been hearing a lot of, they did at Marvel Studios, they did the Black Panther premiere at Marvel Studios.
Well, wasn't that in Hollywood last night, too?
Was it in Hollywood last night?
Yeah, I believe it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I heard, well, then it was 2 nights ago they did a premiere at Disney, and then I guess last night.
Yeah. But anyway, what'd you hear?
I've just been hearing great stuff from everybody. I'm already excited about the movie. I don't want to get too excited because I don't want to get disappointed. But from all accounts so far, everyone that's seen it is loving it.
Oh, I don't think you can be disappointed for that movie. I mean, when he popped in Civil War, I was like, oh shit, I want to see a movie, and it's gonna look great. Visually, it looks like what Kirby and Kirby and Stan Lee envisioned back when they created a character, for Fantastic Four. The world is literally what it was in the comics, advanced, ahead of its time. That's how it was. It wasn't, somebody came in and no, Wakanda was the shits back in the day. So I don't think you can mess it up too much if you follow that Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, lineup. You do it and you do it right, and it looks like they're doing it right. And I'm just looking to see the numbers after it opens up because it's gonna be huge.
And we got a little over 2 weeks left, so be on the lookout for that. February 16th, free plug for Marvel's Black Panther.
Keep an eye on the Black Panther series. Anything now from the 70s, all the early stuff. If the movie does well, which it will. And one thing I was talking about, one of my neighbors at the show, he had 2 sets of the Black Panther run from the 70s. Show didn't open. He had a set sold out at $250. Oh wow! He's the guy came in. Well, I guess was another dealer or somebody scooped it up, put out another one. That one was gone too. So watch out for if you haven't picked up your early Black Panther stuff. Maybe now it's time to get on them.
And there's also the Christopher Priest run. There's one key book, the first appearance of the Dora Milaje. You're gonna see him in the movie, but that's Black Panther's security detail. They're in the Christopher Priest run in the late 90s, early 2000s when they first came out. So that issue, I have it at my house. I'm not sure, but I know it's.
Yeah, that's gonna because they look like they're badass. Yeah. So anytime there's a badass, it's gonna translate to the comic book. So definitely, yeah.
Well, that's gonna do it for us. Sticker. Oh yeah, absolutely.
So this weekend, this Saturday from 12 to 3, I'm having a signing with. Tori Mel, he's the writer on this on the New Equilibrium Gunkata case book that's coming out tomorrow. It's his first comic book, first debut. His first shot as a comic book writer. He's come and support us. He'll be signing for free. We'll have the books. If you're an Equilibrium fan or martial arts, because that movie was good, stop by and say hi.
And if you haven't seen that movie, that's the movie that got Christian Bale the Batman role. Basically,
it's Batman. He's doing Batman in that movie. Yeah. I think he's doing a lot better Batman in that movie than he did in the Batman movie, but that's just my opinion.
Stick around for Cat's Specs of the Week right after this.
What I'm seeing this week is on the DC end, You have your Dark Knight Metal 5. You know, obviously everyone's going to go crazy for that. That's probably going to be one of my last books I'll read. But the one that I'm excited from DC is going to be the Flash Annual, because it's the first part of the Flash War storyline that's coming down later this year. So if you're going to follow that in a few months, definitely pick up this book and get on it before it runs out, and then you're going to have to get a second print. Another thing that I see also is Spawn. There's a new issue of Spawn this week, and last issue they introduced a new character, so now you're going to see more of her. And you know, as low as the Spawn numbers are, I recommend it, just because if she pops in the Spawn movie, you know, people are going to go crazy and they're going to look for it. On the Marvel end, we have Avengers 678. Just keep an eye on this run right now, because you have this new character, the Voyager, and they're kind of putting her in. I don't know what her role is going to be. I'm speculating that Marvel might be doing some time travel again, trying to fix their timeline, since they now own the X-Men again, the movie rights. So keep an eye on it, just because her first appearance from 2 weeks ago, it's already gone crazy, talking $15-20 for 676. So if you're following the storyline, stay on top of the Avengers. Jean Grey, you have the last issue of Phoenix Resurrection, and also Jean Grey number 11. So keep an eye on those two books. I don't know. I mean, Phoenix Resurrection should be high numbers, but they did sell out the last few issues. And Jean Grey, I don't know if dealers are going to adjust their numbers for this issue, but it will leading straight from Phoenix 5 to Jean Grey 11, so definitely keep an eye on it. Outside of that, I didn't see much. There's some other good books, but these are the ones I'm picking. That's it for my picks for this week. We'll see you next Tuesday or next week with next week's picks, and I'm looking forward to see what they have on table next week.